Welcome back, my Royal Sussex squad family. Today we're going to take a deep, heartfelt journey, one that begins with a simple trip to McDonald's and stretches across generations. We're going to look at what it means when a mother makes a choice to bring a little joy to her children and how that small act of love ripples through time. We're talking about Princess Diana, yes, but more than that, we're talking about her legacy as it lives on through Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and their beautiful family. Now you may have seen the headlines floating around recently. Quotes from former royal chef Darren McGrady, who cooked for the royal family for years, including for Diana herself. He gave us this warm, emotional look behind the scenes, pulling the curtain back to reveal a mother who wasn't caught up in royal formality, but who was trying every single day to make her sons feel normal, to give them something real. McGrady tells the story of a day when Diana walked into the kitchen and told him, "Cancel lunch." Just like that. Cancel lunch. Why? Because she was taking the boys, Prince William and Prince Harry, to McDonald's. Now let's pause for a moment. This is Kensington Palace. This is royalty. She had access to world-class cuisine, private chefs, a kitchen staff, ready to whip up anything from filet mignon to vegan ratatouille. And yet, she says, "Cancel lunch, we're going out, we're going to McDonald's." So McGrady asks, "I can make burgers better than McDonald's, Your Royal Highness." And Diana, she smiles. She says, "I know, Darren, but they want the toys in the Happy Meal." And right there you have it. That's Diana in a nutshell. Not some cold, aloof aristocrat, not some puppet of royal expectations, but a mum who understood that joy, especially in childhood, doesn't come wrapped in gold. It comes in the form of a cheap plastic toy and greasy little fries in a cardboard box. It comes in laughter, in memories, in messy fingers and wide eyes. And when I hear that story, I think of Harry. I think of the man he is today, the father, the protector, the husband, the man who chose peace over performance, who chose freedom over facades. And I see how deeply that choice is rooted in who his mother was. How Diana's strength and defiance, her empathy, her heart, live on in him. And now in Archie and Lilibet. See, the British tabloids, and let's just call them what they are, the venomous little machinery of racism and resentment, they want you to forget these human truths. They want you to see Harry and Meghan as villains, as rebels, as attention seekers. But that's because they can't stand the truth, that Harry and Meghan are what the royal family never dared to be, real. Let me take you forward in time. We just saw Harry and Meghan take their kids to Disneyland for Lilibet's 4th birthday. And oh, you could hear the gnashing of teeth from Windsor to Westminster. How dare they? Disneyland? In California? On their own terms? Where's the stiffness? Where's the protocol? Where's the photo call with the press? But for anyone with even a sliver of heart, it was a beautiful full-circle moment. In 1993, Diana took her boys to Disney World. And now, in 2025, Harry is doing the same for his daughter. This isn't a PR stunt. It's a family tradition of joy, of making memories, of saying we may have royal blood, but we're human first. That's something the firm never understood. They knew duty, they knew hierarchy, but they never knew how to love freely. Diana knew, Harry knows, Meghan knows, and yet the double standards are relentless, aren't they? When Kate takes her kids to a petting zoo, it's charming. When Meghan takes Archie and Lily to a park, it's suspicious. When William goes on a family holiday, it's noble relaxation. When Harry takes his kids to Disneyland, suddenly it's American glitz, self-promotion, or living like celebrities. But here's the kicker. They don't hate Meghan because she's flashy. They hate her because she's free. They hate that Harry escaped. They hate that he is no longer under their thumb, playing the game, wearing the mask. And they really hate that he did it for love. And oh, what a love it is. Let's talk about Meghan for a moment, because somehow it's always open season on this woman. She breathes and they say she's manipulative. She smiles and they say she's fake. She stays quiet and they say she's calculated. She speaks up and they say she's too much. But what is Meghan really? She's a mother who wants her children to feel safe, a woman who left behind a palace to build a home, a wife who protected her husband when the world tried to break him. That is strength, that is courage, that is Diana-level grace. And for those who still want to believe Harry was somehow tricked, Let me say this, Harry wasn't brainwashed, he was awakened. He saw what they did to his mother. He saw how they hounded her, how they twisted her into some cautionary tale. And he saw it happening again, with Meghan. And he said, not this time, not to my wife, not to my children. You want to talk about legacy? That's legacy. And as Darren McGrady shared more memories, we saw how Diana gave her sons a sense of home in the tiniest things. When they came home from boarding school, hungry, tired, boys in need of comfort, Diana didn't greet them with fanfare. She gave them macaroni and cheese, cottage pie, pizza, nursery food, real food, food that felt like a hug. Now you tell me, what's more royal than love? What's more noble than making your children feel safe? Diana didn't need a crown for that. Neither does Meghan. And Harry? He's doing exactly what his mother did. He's creating normalcy for his children. He is breaking the cycle. He's not waiting for someone else to rescue his family. He is the rescue. Let's not pretend any of this has been easy. The media has made it hell. The betrayals from inside the palace, relatives selling them out, staff leaking stories, the twisted PR machine painting Meghan as a diva and Harry as unstable. It's all been a carefully orchestrated campaign. And yet they endure, because love always does. When I hear stories like the McDonald's run, or the meals Diana requested, or the Disneyland trip for Lilibet, I don't just see individual acts. I see resistance, I see rebellion, I see the power of choosing joy, even when surrounded by institutions that thrive on misery. And this is why we, the Sussex squad, will never stop supporting them, because they are carrying the torch Diana lit, because they are proving that you don't have to sacrifice your soul for tradition, because they are doing what the monarchy never could, being real, being loving, being free. So let the haters bark, let the tabloids spin their lies, let the courtiers whisper behind closed doors. We know the truth. We've seen the light in Diana's eyes reflected in her son, and now we see it in Meghan, in Archie, in Lilibet. That's the future. Not cold titles and balcony waves, not ceremonies and pageants and pearl-clutching tradition. The future is parents who take their kids to Disneyland, who make mac and cheese on a Friday night, who say, I'm with you, always. And before I wrap up, let me speak directly to our Sussex squad family out there. If you felt a tug in your heart today, if this reminded you of why you believe in Harry and Meghan, then I want you to do two things. First, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Sussex Squad, because this is where we speak truth to power. And second, if you want to help us keep shining this light, please consider hitting that super thanks button. Every contribution keeps this platform alive, keeps our voices loud, and keeps the love flowing. Why Princess Diana took Prince William and Prince Harry to McDonald's, and it wasn't for the food. Former royal chef Darren McGrady shared why the princess took her sons to the fast food restaurant. Princess Diana brought normalcy to Prince William and Prince Harry's royal childhoods by taking them to places like McDonald's and theme parks. Former royal chef Darren McGrady revealed why Princess Diana really took her sons to the fast food restaurant. McGrady also shared the kid-favourite staples William and Harry loved to eat. When home from boarding school, Princess Diana made a point of instilling Prince William and Prince Harry's royal childhoods with a sense of normalcy by taking them to places like McDonald's. But one royal chef says it wasn't for the fast food. In a new interview with Heart Bingo, former royal chef Darren McGrady shared a story about Princess Diana's reason for taking her sons to the American burger chain. McGrady worked for the royal household for 15 years in the 1980s and 1990s, starting with serving Queen Elizabeth from the Buckingham Palace kitchen before becoming Princess Diana's private chef at Kensington Palace. According to his website, McGrady coordinated what Princess Diana and her sons ate on a daily basis, and she seemingly surprised him by cancelling a routine meal. One lunchtime, I was getting lunch ready, and the princess came in and said, "Cancel lunch today, I'm taking them out," the professional chef said. I asked, "Where are you going?" And she said, "McDonald's." I said, "I can do burgers better than McDonald's." And she said, "I know that, Darren, but they want the toys in the Happy Meal." They would get fast food sometimes, just like normal families with children, McGrady explained. He added that Diana and her sons would also stop by a Kensington restaurant, Sticky Fingers, which was run by former Rolling Stones bassist Bill Wyman. They would go there a lot, especially Harry. He always loved the barbecue ribs, McGrady said. Dot McGrady worked for Princess Diana from 1993 until 1997, when she died following a car accident in Paris at age 36. Those years overlapped with William and Harry's early adolescence, and the chef said the princes would come home from boarding school hungry. They came home on weekends from Ludgrove, and I prepared meals, the royal chef at home author told Heart Bingo. It changed from Princess Diana's healthy eating, stuffed peppers, aubergine, vegetarian dishes, to nursery food. Wills and Harry loved cottage pie, pizza, chicken nuggets, French fries, potato wedges, macaroni cheese. Can't get enough of People's Royals coverage? Sign up for our free Royals newsletter to get the latest updates on Kate Middleton, Meghan Markle and more. Both William and Harry later got married and welcomed children of their own, following their late mother's lead by prioritising family time and relatable routines with their kids. Last week, the Duke of Sussex and his wife, Meghan Markle, took their children, Prince Archie, 6, and Princess Lilibet, 4, to Disneyland to celebrate Lilibet's June 4th birthday, in a trip reminiscent of Diana's Disney World excursion with William and Harry in 1993. We are more than fans, we are the legacy, we are Diana's army, and together we are unstoppable. Until next time, stay kind, stay proud, and keep lifting up the truth. Long live Harry and Meghan, long live Diana's spirit, and long live the Sussex squad.